Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to share with you an arrangement perfect for a New Year's buffet. As we move from 2020 to 2021, we always want to look forward, and this year especially, we look forward to better times. For the flowers, I turn to gardenrosesdirect.com. Search through looking for neutrals, not white, but still thinking kind of snowy white. And I found three that I just loved. Leonora, Eugenie, and Princess Mayuki together give you a very lush, extravagant look, perfect for a New Year's holiday. New Year's is also a time for reflection, looking back at the year past. So for the container, I went through my shelves and I was looking for favorite things that I've had that needed to be repurposed, reused. And I love the zinc container. Filled with black floral foam, gives me a great base for the design. Then I was hunting through looking for glitter and glitz and sparkle. And I found these. They actually are set to put a candle down inside and then it reflects the sparkle. They have a wonderful little armature on the bottom. I thought, I kind of like that. So I'm going to just set those in place. And again, now it can be a little difficult to get your hand inside, so it's totally fine to remove a portion, save those out. You can put them back later. And so I'm going to set this in, just lining them up. And again, I'm not going to secure it because once all the flowers are in place, that will hold it. And maybe make another little spot for my hand over here, clipping it out. And I'm just bending it out. Then I'll be ready to design. As I design, I'm going to work in a vegetative style, placing things as they would grow, creating a miniature world. As we think about 2020, it's been challenging for many. Wouldn't it be great if you could just design a new world for yourself? And that's what I'm going to do in this arrangement, to create my own little fantasy, a fairyland, so to speak, adding in foliages, then bringing some trailing, bit of eucalyptus, adding softness and draping. The silver gray goes so well with the evergreens. You can see by feeding it through the grid, it's starting to lock everything in place. So it'll be sturdy, definitely deliverable. Filling in on the back side as well. But stopping before I go too far, so that there's plenty of room for flowers. Must have flowers for the new year. With the lines established, it's time to think about the focal emphasis. I can use pine cones, the ponderosa, touched with white, just to make it look snowy, tucking them in. And of course the roses, most important, cutting them very low. That way they'll last well because they're right down at the surface, breaking the line, terracing it up. Building across. You can see having the back taken out makes it so much easier because I can just weave my fingers inside. Coming through, repeating. Then as I continue, making sure that I bring some of the roses all the way around to the back side, drawing your eye from the front to the back and completing the design. And a few more pine cones and a few more roses. As you finish, just look across, front, back, and through the center. Make sure that you've got all your mechanics covered, that the roses are tucked in beautifully. Almost looks like it has snowed roses through the design. Then going back with some accents. Some Brasilia, be wonderful because it picks up the white of the pine cones. Adds a little different texture. Grouping a couple, and bringing it back to the opposite side, filling in. Then for a little bit of fun height, Lysianthus. It's also known as the love rose as a common name, so I thought that was kind of appropriate with the garden roses and a love rose. Letting it be a little taller, thinking about the height, giving it a cut, and then tucking it in, growing up with the trees, repeating, and then turning it, looking at it from all sides to make sure you have all the flowers right where you want them. As a final detail, I would be remiss if I didn't include pampas grass. 2020 definitely is the year of pampas. And it fits in this type of a design so well. Just one more tree in the garden. So cutting it down, placing it in, finding the perfect spot. Let it come a little taller, repeating. Pulling it back just a little bit to add some depth. Then when things are done, going back with the baubles that I cut off and filling in the backside to complete the design. The recipe, my little garden, my fantasy world for New Year's. I started with Garden Roses Direct and I did 6 Leonora, 6 Eugenie, and 6 Princess Mayuki. Then looking for accent materials, I turned to Florabundance. And that's where I did 6 of the pampas, 6 of the Lysianthus, 6 of the Brasilia, and then I didn't count, but I bet you I've got 6 or 7 pine cones in there. Then add in the foliages, eucalyptus and evergreen for a perfect New Year's centerpiece. A new year means new beginnings, new opportunities. At Floral Design Institute, we're so excited for the new year of classes to begin. People like you choosing to make the world a more beautiful and better place through flowers. Now, if you need more creative inspiration, check out our website at flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you can reach us through there or give us a call at 503-223-8089. Now it's your turn. Gather your favorite flowers and beautify the world. Be sure to take a picture of it, post it on social media and hashtag Floral Design Institute. That way I can see and everyone can see what you do as you do something you love.